April 1st.
April Fools. I haven't gotten anybody for April Fools yet, but I want to. So we have a problem here. Figured out why I can't think, and probably why I'm so loopy in all the past videos. So I figured out it's April 1st. There's a train going by. So I've kind of figured out why I'm so loopy and goofy and I can't talk and think. It's amazing that I can still actually manage to build these crazy frames with the limited brain power I have. So I got this Stylos air quality monitor, and it shows you the fine particulate matter and the large particulate matter, and the fine stuff's the stuff that is bad for you. And so I've been playing with this thing for the past 4 days or so while I work on my frame, and literally if I make one cut with the chop saw, it just flings dust everywhere, even with a little shop vac connected to it. I am feeling like I'm kind of being forced to upgrade to a warehouse or a large studio space, and I'm also going to have to get some serious dust collection set up because this thing's just crazy. Like, it'll vary quite drastically. Right now the quality is poor. Rarely do I see it at excellent. So even outside in the yard, it really concerns me that the air would be this bad. And so I'm gonna do something about it. Really, right now I don't have any other option. It's the weekend. I don't have any other option but to finish this frame up, finish all these frames up, and try and get everything together so that I can have the money to actually go get a larger studio space that's not in the garage, and hopefully I can get this place really cleaned out and dust free and make it so it's actually okay to be in here. It used to have carpet, and the carpet used to be filled with sawdust, and we ripped all that out, and that seemed to help a lot with the dust problem. But building and fabricating frames is not a clean business or task. I'm constantly covered in dust. My hat is always covered in dust. So now that we actually have some data, we can start figuring out how to deal with it, and so we're gonna go from there. But thanks for watching, and I'm gonna do some things, and I think I'm just gonna time lapse them. And the large tabernacle's almost done. It's gonna begin paint soon, so that's what's happening. Yeah, enjoy.
And thanks for watching.
Also, I've made a handy dandy pricing sheet, so if you would like a copy, hit me up with your email address and I will send one out to you so you can perhaps order a frame. Here's the current state of the large tabernacle. It's pretty much all puttied and sanded. The liner is cut and it is shellacked. I'm gonna get going with the liner, and then we're gonna continue with the rest of the frame. Holy moly. All right. It's Sunday, April 2nd. It's pretty clear that Vatican is outgrowing its sweet little roots in its garage. Time for some fun. Fun manufacturing. The best. Sunday, so that's fine. Fine with me. So days later, I'm still sanding this thing. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys something, because it came up, and we got to deal with it. So, when I was flushing this out with the trim router, for some reason there was a dent right here, and it was extremely visible. So what I did is I took a piece of basswood and I cut it to kind of fit, and then I clamped it, or I glued it and clamped it, and then hit it with the Insta Set. So this is cyanoacrylate glue, and aka super glue. So I glued that sucker on there, and it's cured pretty much. I'm going to hit it with a blow dryer, but then I'm going to plane off this piece, and it should be seamless. So it's just kind of some of the shit you have to deal with when you're making these crazy things. So thought I'd share. Also, that was just basswood, so it's super flexible and easy to plane. So that's that. It took me really 5 minutes to fix. So, pretty stoked on that. That'll work. That will work.
Onward.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna start the rest of the process now. I've been sanding this thing for like a week. So it's pretty seamless. Like, I can't find a whole lot. I just found a pinhole I missed. Fuck. So, I'm getting this thing coated. And what do you know, my air compressor's giving me a bunch of fucking trouble. I'm kind of pissed off about that. brand new air compressor. Once it gets fully charged, it doesn't want to turn back on. And that is some bullshit. So we're just gonna fuck with it until it works. But I'm pretty sure I can handle getting this thing done perfectly, even with this thing acting up like it is. Ugh. So. Alright, so the baby is shellacked. It's all nice and coated. And, you know, when I run my hand on it, I can feel some roughness. So what that means is that's got to be all sanded off. And potentially, frame may need to get another coat. So, that's what we do. I'm just going through and just scuffing this thing up with a kind of worn out piece of sand sponge, and that seems to really get in there really nicely and just shave off like a nice minimal amount of getting late. I think I'm gonna gild some frames. There's that frame I was working on in the other video, the arch liner. How to do an arch liner thingy. So there's that. So I feel like gilding a frame because gilding frames
makes me happy.
And so it looks ugly right now, and the reason why this is all papered off and taped up like this is because there's some delicate design work under there. So anyway, I'm gonna gild this thing. The thing I noticed is the air quality in here is extremely horrible. Ugh.